Ollie, unfairly, gets a fair amount of abuse these days.
Oh no, Ollie, don't get dropped! Come on, Ollie!
He was famously dropped more than once. Then he was dropped by some e-mountain bikers on a gravel climb. Then he was dropped on the start line on the steepest climb in the world. And it's probably best that we don't talk about the indignity of the aqua bike. Well, the resulting comments and pressure have been mounting.
Right, well, I'm sick of this. So I'm going to take you on. I'm going to take you all on, all of you. All you keyboard warriors typing away in the comments section, slagging me off, saying I'm rubbish and sliding into my DMs. Oh, I'm throwing down a gauntlet. We'll see who gets dropped. To do this, I'm going to ride a virtual climb in Rouvy. If you think you can beat me and drop me, well, give it your best shot. You'll be able to ride against my time in Rouvy as well. Simple, isn't it? And if you don't have Rouvy, well, you can download it for free and use it for free for 14 days. And if you want to use an additional 14 days for free on top of that, there's a code in the description below. Right, chug this and get to it. The climb I'm going to be doing is the fearsome and quite intimidating Col de la Croix de Coeur, which is almost 21 kilometres long with an average gradient of 5% and a max of 17. And it was actually the final climb in the epic Ultrafondo, the Tour de Station, I did back in August. And when I did it in the actual event, being the final climb, it was raining to play the violins, I actually bonked and I crawled up it rather unceremoniously, and it wasn't very dignified. So I've got a score to settle, I'm back, and I'm going to do a decent time on it here today. So if you enjoy sweaty pain faces and grunting, then, well, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Got me a countdown, and we're off. Right, first bit slightly downhill. Now, pacing is going to be absolutely key on this climb. I mean, it might take me around an hour, so definitely don't want to blow my doors off and go too hard too soon. On a steeper section already at the bottom. I remember doing these bits. They're grim. But virtual training apps like this are brilliant for training for long climbs and mountains, especially if you live in an area that's flat or doesn't have long climbs. I mean, where I live in Bath in the UK, it's very hilly, but there certainly aren't any long mountains. And so when I was training for the Tour de Station and other events I've done this year, I use online training because I just feel it's so effective to train for those kind of efforts. You know, and I like to just do long climbs virtually and just kind of sit at sweet spot for an hour. But I'm a bit weird like that. Much nicer weather virtually in this video than what it was when I did it last time for real in a horrific thunderstorm. Still on a little downhill section. That's the thing with a climb like this, it says an average of 5%, but it's massively deceptive when you've got downhill bits like this. This is it now. It's all uphill from here. Getting all right gear. Oh, this is amazing. So it's actually given me my first split, and I'm 4 seconds up on Andrew Feather when he's done it. Maybe I've gone off too hard, or maybe he wasn't doing a full gas effort. Probably both. 17%, steepest bit of the climb. I feel like I'm getting mild PTSD from this climb. This gravel section at the start is brutal. And it was what actually broke me. I was really starting to feel it on this gravel bit. It's so steep, and it was the first time in the whole event where people actually started to like overtake me after the first time. 4 miles now. This last 4 miles was the longest 4 miles of my life. I can't begin to explain how grim it was, but I remember this bit just up here because an anonymous Good Samaritan came past me, and I was obviously looking in a very bad way. He was checking I was okay and insisted I had one of his gels, and he was very kind. Thank you if you're watching this. I think you saved my life that day. 3 miles left. At 1.2 miles, just desperately trying to keep it above 300 watts. I'm gonna finish strong. I'm feeling it. I'm absolutely ruined, but if you want to see what I was like when I finished it last time, when I got rescued and taken to my hotel and I probably had hypothermia, here's me in bed.
How you doing?
Apparently I was 21st, put half an hour into Alberto Contador, and I'm the first Brit. But it's broken me. I'm in bits.
So there you have it, I'm absolutely battered. These are my stats, 314 watt average and a time of 53.36. So if you think you can drop me and beat that, you probably can, then let's see what you got. Give it a go on Ruvi. You can actually race against a ghost version of me in the app, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go get some cake now. I'm absolutely battered. At the actual ski station at the top of the real climb has an absolutely banging blueberry tart, if you ever go there for real. Tarte au myrtille in French, en français. Au revoir.